What's up, man? Merry Christmas. Hello, Soji. Merry Christmas. Hey, Power Flood. Thank you, man. How do I do the red kick? The patch notes are in the README. You can translate them. Feels a little bit easier. I played for a little bit off camera today, but I had to go take care of my neighbor's kitties, call my mom, hit up the gas station. I'm pretty tired still. I don't know how long I'm gonna be gaming today. How do I do the up kicks? The red kick. It was that up kick, but not the red kick.
せるか。勝つだ勝つだ。させるか。させるか。ボディが落ちたぜ。ボディが落ちたぜ。勝つだ勝つだ勝つだ。させるかさせるか。させるか。 ボディ下ろしたぜ。ボディ下ろしたぜ。ボディが下ろしたぜ。勝ちだ。ボディが勝ちだ。ボディ下ろしたぜ。勝ちだ。ボディが見せてやるよ。草薙の拳を。ボディ下ろしたぜ。させるか。ボディ下ろしたぜ。させるか。ボディがさせるか。ボディ下ろしたぜ。ほらほらボディ下ろしたぜ。勝ちだ。ボディ下ろしたぜ。ボディがボディがさせるか。ボディ下ろしたぜ。ボディがビビってんのか。ビビってんのか。勝ちだ。ビビってんのか。ビビってんのか。おいボディ下ろしたぜ。ボディが下ろしたぜ。おいボディ下ろしたぜ。ビビってんのか。ボディ下ろしたぜ。俺の勝ちだ。
Why is there no health refill in this game? Well, that attempt's dead. Let's try out some other characters. This game is still unreasonably hard. That's what's not fun about it. It's how unfairly hard it is. It's also really long, too. It's really difficult, and it's too long. Yeah, I wish this was like just 20-30 minutes. But it's like over an hour long. It's too long. Let's try Robert. Other characters they added Percival and Wei Yan from Warriors of Fate. The only ones I was really interested in is Kyo and Robert. Alright, Robert's got a shit ton of moves. Ryugekin! Yanchipukyak. Oh, you watched the podcast. Thank you. You guys hear the eShop is down? I was on my kitty sitting shift today. I bought one of the Mega Man games I didn't have, and I couldn't get on the store at first, and then I bought it and I couldn't download it. And apparently it's still down. That was like 2 hours ago. Wonder what the PlayStation Store is like right now. So the eShop very rarely goes down. It's generally pretty stable, but for whatever reason this Christmas, you can't download anything you buy on there. It's all jacked up. It's like, I don't really care. It's not a big deal to me, but people are getting all upset over it. That's why a lot of people say if you're gonna buy, like, your kid a console, is that you should actually take it outside of the box. Presuming you bought it, like, way in advance, like last month or something, you should actually take it out of the box, update the firmware, and then make sure their games are set up. Because otherwise this happens and then they can't play it. This happens every year. That's been kind of going around on Twitter, like, for parents and stuff. I don't think the kid will care that it's opened if they can actually play it on Christmas. And not have stuff like this where all the kids getting Switches for Christmas can't do anything with it. Yugekin.
Behold the art of Bushinryu.
Get how you play as the secret characters in here. Oh, that's right, I remember how now. Try out the other characters. Yeah. Alright, so Kyo and Robert are pretty good. I don't really care about Wei Yan. These are characters from last update. I wonder what Mai can do. What she got? Kachosen, Shinobi Bachi. Meh. Not really excited that they put Mai in. Alright, let's try some of the other characters then. Sure, I'll try Wei Yan. He's got the flash kick from Warriors of Fate. Meh. Best characters in this are, this new patch is probably Kyo and Robert. They seem like the winners so far. Alright, I haven't tried. Only ones I haven't tried is Percival and Alicia. Problem with these characters is they don't have that many frames of animation. They're from the earlier Capcom beat-em-ups, so there's not that many frames of animation to work with. Whereas the KOF characters are ripped from CVS2, so they have a lot more moves to work with. But like, these characters, Wei Yan and Percival, are like less interesting by proxy because they're such old games. These games came out in like the early 90s. Whereas these sprites are from CVS1, which is, I wouldn't call it recent anymore, but it's more recent than these games. I feel like they just added them because they're easier to put in. Mechanically, they're not very interesting to play. What does Felicia have? No, see, Felicia has a lot of moves. Pretty standard Felicia moveset. Sand kick. Is that a side switch? Felicia's already pretty good because she has a side switch. Side switches in this game are very, very strong. Huh. Oh, Felicia has promise. don't get why they didn't update these characters to the alpha sprites. They do have a couple alpha sprites in this game. Sean got updated. But I guess these count as the alpha characters. These are all alpha sprites. These are from various other games. Generally in this game, the most interesting characters are the ones with more recent sprites, because they have more animation frames, whereas characters like Cody is not particularly interesting. The Cadillac's characters, not that interesting. Punisher, the same too. Some of the Street Fighter characters are interesting. From 2. They have Third Strike.
Behold the art of Bushinryu.
Yeah. Best characters out of secret ones is definitely KOF. Mariah's decent. The rest are kind of whatever to me. I'm really liking Kyo though. I like how he has Rekkas and everything. It's pretty mobile. His S string is very fast.
留守だぜボディが留守だぜ見せてやる
見せて
ボディが留守だぜボディが
Alright, well, I definitely dig that version of the game. But some of those characters from the older games, they're very boring to use, and that's not the fault of the people making that game. It's just back then Capcom beat 'em up characters had like literally like 3 moves. They don't have a lot of animation frames. It would take more effort to give those guys more animation frames than it would to add someone else. That roster of characters kind of a mixed bag. KOF characters feel awesome. Everybody else just feels like whatever. They're just kind of there. But that's about what I expected when they announced them. I pretty much expected I was only going to like Kyo and Robert. Mai's kind of whatever. I don't think Mai's moveset works that well in a beat 'em up. Whereas, you know, Kyo and Robert do the Rekkas and stuff. They transition pretty well, but some of the others don't. Is there anything good on the PlayStation sale? I haven't even checked. Because their site sucks. It's so hard to find anything on there. Like, I have some cash. There's like an exclusive or something. Their site's just terrible to navigate now. It's shocking how bad it is. Let me change scenes here. I was thinking of grabbing Battle Garega. So I've always wanted to play that when I have some money. Like 90% of this stuff I could just play on PC, so I have no interest, but like I don't think there's many exclusives left at this point. I think Neo 2 is like $10 right now. And the season pass is like $13. Something crazy like that. But I already have it. Ugh. I'm looking to see if Battle Garega is on sale. So that's kind of what I'm looking at right now. Rest of this stuff I would just play on PC, but they haven't ported Battle Garega yet. Still stuck on console. I hated that game. I sold that game. It was not good. It's very clunky. Yes, Origin is a good game. I have a friend that wants this. I think this is what gives you the upgrade. Huh. Well, I'll keep that in mind. There's nothing on here. All these games are on PC and they run better. I don't have to pay for online. It's like no upside to playing on console at all. I don't think Battle is on sale. That's like the only thing I was looking at. Yep, still 35 buckaroonies. It's like never goes on sale. This is like one of the first M2 remasters they did. Could probably check if it's available on other stores. Hold on. Gotta go incognito here for a second. It might be on sale in like the Singapore store or something. Sometimes they have really good deals. So I have an account there. Alright, put it back up. Or not. It's not working. I'll just search really quick. I hated Samurai Jack. That game was jank. It's not good. It's very clunky. Felt stiff and unresponsive. It was not a good game. It's not on sale on there either. Oh, man, I'm pretty exhausted. I'm I'm still like mentally checked out. And take it easy today. I think I pretty much maxed out all the sales. I got all the stuff I wanted, so I have some things to play next month. Including some things that I had forgotten existed. I grabbed a couple games I was looking at. It's gonna be pretty barren next month, really. I don't think there's anything next month for me but Cyber Shadow, which I'm really excited for. I know most of you guys probably won't want to watch me play that, but I'm very excited for that game. As an old fart who grew up with the NES and stuff, that looks like a really good game. I don't think there's much else coming out next month. I guess the Neo 2 PC port, whenever I get the key for that, which will probably be like about a month from now. Other than that, it's not much. Berserk Muso's not that great. It's like average at best. The only good thing about that game is the end game mode, but then the combat is not that great either. So it's one of the best end game modes they've ever had in a Koei Muso game, but the core combat is not good, so it's mostly wasted. The combat in that game is like jank at best. And the story is torture to get through because they keep forcing you to play as Guts for like hours and hours on end, and he's very slow to use. His moveset is incredibly slow, and there's no like attack speed modifiers or anything. It was torture to get through that story mode. I feel like they just made that game for a cheap cash-in for the anime that was airing at the time. It is not a good franchise to make a Muso out of at all. Because most of it is about Guts from what I understand, and he's like all you play as for like 10 hours. And it's really boring. You have no variety or agency at all. I think that was the hardest time I've ever had getting through a Muso campaign, was that game. You really had to have some patience. A lot of the other characters, they're faster than him, but they have like less involved movesets. It's like the only real complete moveset is him, and he's so damn slow. He's not fun to play. None of the officers stagger to anything. By the time they stagger, they're almost already dead. They should not have made that game. I feel like if they're going to keep doing... They're going to keep doing anime games like that. And they should pick ones where there's like more than one person to play as. Because that kind of thing just does not work in a Muso. Being stuck playing as the protagonist for hours and hours and hours. It doesn't help that he doesn't play like the average action game protagonist either, who's like really fast and stuff. He's like dreadfully slow. You know, you can get away with that in like a Tales game, because generally the protagonist is like the fastest and easiest to use character, but he's really slow and clunky, just by nature of how he's supposed to be designed. If you can get through the story mode, which is an exercise in itself, it could be worth it for the end game, but lots of jank in that game. All the giant bosses are terrible. They're in hyper armor like 90% of the time, and the only realistic way to fight them is just spamming your supers, because they never stagger to anything. It felt half-finished. It also runs like shit on PS4 too. It only runs good on PC. And it's like never on sale on there. Yeah, I'll play it for a little bit. You can see how boring it is. Doesn't help that in the story, like, almost all the characters die, too. A lot of the characters they made playable die, so... even if they did let you play as them, they're not available anymore due to the plot. Like I said, not a good franchise to make a game like this out of. I don't think Fire Emblem was a good franchise to make a Musou out of, but at least there was more character availability than just one person. This is all the characters in the game, I think. I think I got everybody. This dude dies, and then she becomes crazy or whatever. He goes crazy. This big barbarian guy, I can barely play as him. The little mage Lolly is playable towards the end, so is this guy. So almost half the cast, they die in the story. So you have literally one character to play as. Which, I don't need to explain why that does not work for a Musou game. And what makes it worse is a lot of them don't even have the, they don't have the moveset quality that Guts does. They're more fun to play because they're not so agonizingly slow, but at the same time, they're a lot worse to play as him too.
守りの戦の方が性には合っていますね。援護に回るぞ。
I heard the anime for this, that this was based off of, was pretty bad, so this is probably the best thing to come out of that anime, besides all the memes about the terrible animation, but as a Musou game, it definitely fails to give you any kind of variety. And a lot of that is not the developer's fault either, it's just not a good IP to do this kind of thing with. When you have like 9 characters in the game and like half of them die or go crazy or become villains, it doesn't really give you a lot of room to work with for this kind of game where you're expected to have lots of playable characters and a variety of moveset types to use, and this game does not really offer much of either. The core combat's okay, definitely not my favorite. I've played pretty much any other Musou game over this. It's nice how it has like dodge offset, but a lot of the characters that are not Guts, they have like very limited movesets. A lot of the charge attacks are repeated. Like this guy. The problem with this game I have is that the enemies are in like hyper armor the entire time. And it's really boring to fight them because they just walk through everything you do. There is a stun system, but there's no guard bar to tell you when you're hitting it, so they just walk through everything you do, and then they randomly get stunned. Most effective way to play this game is just spam Musou, which is not engaging to me at least. But this mode is really awesome. It's definitely one of the better endgame modes they've ever done. I just wish it was in a game with better combat, better movesets. thing about here, just shrug off all your attacks completely. You don't feel powerful in this game at all. Even the most generic Mook can just no-sell your attacks. Yeah, I can't take any more of this game. Won't let me Alt F4. You're not missing much. I'm surprised they haven't been commissioned to make, like, a Dragon Ball Musou or something. You know, it's like, lore-wise, it would just be Goku and Vegeta, but due to the nature of a Musou, you could make people like Yamcha badass. He would have a lot more characters to draw from, and they're actually still alive. In Berserk, it's like everything was against them making that game. There's not that many active combatants to begin with, and then a lot of them die or go crazy or they become villains and stuff. So you really are. I'm not exaggerating. Playing through that story is torture. It's the same character for like hours and hours on end. You very rarely have a choice. And when they do give you a choice, the next level they take them away. It just doesn't work. I feel like they could have chosen like any other ancient anime series like that, like Sailor Moon or Dragon Ball, or obviously like the One Piece games and stuff. They have a lot more viability for that kind of game. There's lots more characters to choose from. It's worth like $20 at best. If it's on sale for $20, I guess if you like Berserk, it's kind of cool. But I'm judging it as somebody who doesn't. I don't watch the source material, so just strictly from it being a Musou game and playing Musou games for so long, it doesn't have much to offer. There is a Bleach Musou game, but it's back on PS3. I never actually played it myself. I think my roommate at the time had it. It's probably not good though. Yeah, any of those other like shonen anime manga would be better than Berserk. I don't know what they were thinking making that. I think they just got paid to make that because the anime was on at the time, but it's like a worse version of Fire Emblem Musou, which has the exact same problem of that IP. Is also not very interesting for a Musou game either, because everybody just uses generic swords and spears and stuff, and it's not very exciting. And then you have all the clones in the game and stuff that just make it worse. The only thing that fits with Berserk being a Musou game is that the protagonist is like a one-man army, and he's a badass, and he actually, in the source material, apparently he can take on lots of enemies at once. Like that part fits, but everything else about that franchise, it just does not work for a Musou game. At least with Fire Emblem, they did have a lot of characters to draw from. It's just they had no time and no money to actually make them all unique, so you're stuck with an ass ton of clones. I think that's why it very rarely goes on sale. The only thing that's really good about it is the endgame mode, but the core gameplay mechanics are not too hot either, so it feels kind of wasted. I wish they would have put that mode in like stuff like One Piece. That would have been really awesome. Those mechanics deserve to be in the like Pirate Warriors 4 or something. Give me like pretty much an endless survival mode, and then have like different objectives, and there's like gear to unlock. You can make interesting builds and stuff like that kind of thing in like Pirate Warriors 4, which has the opposite problem of having too many characters and only some of them are actually worth playing. I think that would be pretty awesome. Supposedly, there's supposed to be another stream for Pirate Warriors. They did one, I think it was this week or last week, and they didn't announce anything, but supposedly there's supposed to be another one. So the community is thinking that maybe there's going to be a an expansion of some sort. They might do another character pass, or they might actually add some content. That's pretty interesting. That game's got a lot of problems too, but mostly just it needs more content. I do not want Fire Emblem Warriors 2 because it's such a boring ass IP to make a Musou game out of. They're all just generic medieval people with swords and spears and magic. It's really boring. It'd be like if they took Dynasty Warriors and they took out all the cool weapons and just gave everybody a sword and a spear, like Dynasty Warriors 6. Which was the problem with that game. I do not want another Fire Emblem. No thanks. As somebody who's an outsider, doesn't play Fire Emblem, is boring. Why is this so slow? What the hell? What the hell's going on? What drive do I have that on? Why is my CPU usage so high? Is my computer trying to update? It's been trying to update forever, and every time it tries to update, it doesn't work. It's really damn annoying. I don't want to update. It's probably what it's doing right now. Yeah, that's exactly what it's doing. Oh, it says pending download. I don't know why that was running so slow. It was like really clunky. I'm on NVENC. Must be my CPU usage must be high. Let me try again. That game's been running weird lately, and I don't know why.
One Piece 海賊無双4だぜ。
拙者が行きます。
共に戦おう。いくぞ。
その命知らせてもらいます。拙者の成長した姿ご覧に入れましょう。ご覚悟。受けなさい。ならばよしあなたの心思わず切ってしまいました。思わず切ってしまいました。
やるじゃん。遠慮はいらねえって。
切り捨てごめん。受けなさい。
俺を相手にしようってアホはどいつ。
屋敷あなたの心
What's up, Josh? How was your Christmas? Yeah, I hung out with the kitties. Called my mom, who's having a really rough time right now.
ここまでやるか驚きだ。お前思ったより強いのだな。
Tomorrow I got a free pizza to redeem, so grab that shit. Yeah, they fucked up my order a couple days ago. They came like an hour late. And I wasn't gonna say anything because I know that being a delivery person during this pandemic is really hard. I wasn't too bothered about it. Besides the fact that they said it would be here in 5 minutes when I called them, and then it was like 30 minutes later the guy showed up. I didn't really care that much. But then I checked my email and they sent me some automated thing that said that delivery was not what we were expecting. And they let me redeem a free one, so for like 27 bucks I got like 3 pizzas essentially. Like a unintentional Christmas miracle. Couldn't grab it today obviously, but tomorrow for lunch. I don't think they have any kind of delivery policy anymore. Like, a lot of the big pizza chains used to offer, like, you know, if your order's like not there in an hour and you get a free one or something. I'm assuming that's what happened, because I didn't call. I mean, the pizza was still edible. It wasn't super hot. It was still warm. I didn't really care at that point. I've had a lot worse things happen to me this year than the pizza being half an hour late. I wasn't about to call and be like a parent and give them shit about it. It got here as edible, but they just did that for me anyway, so it's whatever.
させてもらいます
Yeah, drivers don't need that kind of behavior right now. How many Karens they have to deal with right now. I didn't want to be a Karen, but they just kind of did that for me.
よしあなたのプランを果たすその日まで下がるものは全て切ります
The whole backbone of this holiday is dependent on people like that delivery guy. He was a nice guy, too. I didn't see a reason to get all upset over it. Yes. It's running really slow right now. I don't know why. You know, if the pizza had gotten here and it felt like it had just come out of the fridge, like it was that cold, then yeah, I would have said something. But it was more than edible. I didn't have any problems eating it or anything. But it was nice that their system just, I don't know, someone over there on their end just did that for me. It was Domino's. I don't know why this game is spiking my CPU right now. It's probably trying to download that stupid Windows update that never works. Every time it gets to the part where it's supposed to reboot, it just hangs after it loads the BIOS. I'm getting irritated. I just want the stupid thing to download and install. So it will stop fucking bothering me and interfering with my work like it is right now. I might try to do it tonight, but it's just gonna do the same thing again.
てもらいます。
またゴミの山だ。
ドイツの寿命を抜いてやろうかね。人前で拙者拙者の腕も捨てたものではないなんじゃねえぞあなたの心人前で拙者やってやろうじゃねよしあなたの心次の相手はどなたです？ごめん。やるじゃねこれにて一件落着ですね。
Hey Josh, do you remember Pizza My Heart? We used to go there all the time. I miss that place. I wish they were here. And they don't. Their Bakersfield is not worthy of Pizza My Heart. Every time I go up there, though, I gorge on that shit. They're still around. I think the one by our old houses is still there, as far as I know. They have a fucking Five Guys over there too, man. I wish I still lived there. I went to that Five Guys a couple years back when I was visiting some other people. I still get that popcorn sometimes when I got it a lot when I was going to therapy after the last time I was hospitalized, because the after therapy the shuttle would drop me off at the mall. I don't get it as much anymore, but I still do that sometimes. It's just the price is like doubled because of inflation. It's like almost $2 now. It's not $1.08 anymore. It's like $1.70 or something. Come on. Timeless soundtrack. Music's almost 30 years old and it's still aged well. Can't really say that for the third game soundtrack. The first and second. I think the fourth game soundtrack will hold up over time too. Maybe not as good as this does. 28th anniversary was last week, I think. This game. The original game. This is like a remake with modern mechanics. He's going to be adding even more mechanics too. I talked to him about dash canceling and OTGs and stuff. It's going to be spicy when it happens. I might have to stop playing this for a while. I've been playing this a lot lately. I don't want to get burnt out when the version comes. I'm playing this like several times a week, all the way through. This is like my third playthrough this week. But I don't feel like fighting Jet, so... He seriously needs to give Jet less health. Jet is, SOR 2X Jet has, like, way too much health. Also, his hurt box makes him very difficult to juggle. I need to nerf that boy. Well, I think I'm gonna take a break and eat something. I've got a little bit more energy today, but I definitely worked myself too hard. I do feel like playing some Neo today, so I need to snack up for that though. So I'm just gonna take a break. I'm not gonna leave the stream on because there's no promise I'll even come back. My community's been telling me to rest, and I think I need to. So I'm just kind of playing random stuff right now. If you guys want to see what I got from the sale, I can show that really quick before I hop off. Either the night or an hour or two. I bought a couple things. I bought Ori 2. I bought Astral Gunners. I tried this out. It's pretty cool. I bought this, which is like an action roguelite. It seems decent so far. I only played it for 12 minutes, as you can see, but seems like something I might stick with. I've had this on my radar for a while, but I haven't played it. I got the Soul Calibur 6, some of the DLC, because I hear the single player is decent, and I've never been good at Soul Calibur, so I think it's like dead on on PC anyway. What's the concurrent player base right now? 600 people, yeah. Not much. But you're the single player spot. That's all I really care about. I've never been competitive at any 3D fighter, only 2D ones. Besides that, I didn't really get much. I've kind of already maxed out this Steam sale. There wasn't much I was really interested in. I grabbed a couple things that I had some mild interest in. Um, some of this I might play off stream. I'll probably do Soul Calibur and Dreamscaper on stream, but Ori's probably an off stream game. It was only like 15 bucks. Astral Gunners probably play. Other than that, like I said, I've maxed this shit out. Almost everything in my wish list is like not out at this point, or I'm not like super keen about buying them right now, or I'm kind of on the fence. But I have a lot of stuff in here that's not going to be out for a while, like East 9, Blade Assault. I'm waiting for this game, this one too. I forget what this is. This looks better than the average indie beat 'em up, but who knows if the mechanics are actually good. Might be one of those games where they have really good artists and the game is visually appealing, but the gameplay sucks. Cyber Shadows next month. I don't know when this is coming out. I've been waiting for this game for like 2 years. It's like the perfect kind of game for me. Really kick-ass pixel art, music, responsive gameplay. I think this got pushed back or something. Uh, 30XX, of course. There's no release date. They haven't done a stream in months. Hopefully they're getting close to early access. They did say it was supposed to be early next year, I think. Bushiden I'm really waiting for. But this got pushed back as well. Surprising no one. Look at how high quality this pixel art is. There's no way this game is going to come out this year. This looks super clean. Really high quality. That's some random time in 2021. That's my kind of game right there. Helveti. I played the demo for this. It was pretty cool. It was like a really old build, so hopefully that's better. Dragon Blazers, waiting for that as well. Actually, I should remove this game. That game is not for me at all. X Zodiac, waiting for. This is going to be out in about a month.
Marco! Fire Hurricane! Fire! Astra!
Pirate Wave! Focus cross attack!
Okay! Pincho! Plasma Chaos!
Override! Pirate Wave!
Game over.
I'm excited for this too. This comes out in about a month. Wow, it even has Tate mode. Why is 60 FPS a bullet point? What is it going to be, 30? A shmup at 30 FPS is like unplayable. But yeah, this game looks cool too. I was looking at this one. It's a Chinese developed indie beat 'em up, so Despite how it looks, it's probably going to be pretty solid. How the weapons look terrible, like almost every other beat 'em up. It's like the only beat 'em ups I can think of where the weapon is better than your martial arts moveset would be like Fight and Rage and Final Fight 3. Final Fight 3 was the only one that tried to make the weapons useful. Because in that game, I think there were like 4 weapons, and each character was proficient with one. Like, Hagar was good with the pipe, Guy was good with the nunchaku. It's weird that game came out like 25 years ago, and that's one of the only beat-em-ups that's ever done weapons well. As soon as he equipped that baseball bat, it got like way less exciting. I don't know, beat-em-ups have never been able to balance weapons very well. Generally like a straight downgrade from just playing barehanded. Anyway, that's a little preview of what I'm going to be doing. There's not much else out right now. Looks like next month there's going to be some cool stuff. Cyber Shadow. I don't know when any of this other stuff is coming out. They just kind of have vague release dates right now. Steel Assault 2. I've been waiting for that game for ages. East is probably first quarter next year, I would imagine. Probably like February or March. They seem to be ramping up marketing for it, so that would lead me to believe it will be out soon. Blade Assault, also, what's it called? Somewhere in this mess of games, where is it? Skull Hits for release, I think on the 21st. Yeah, it says here the 21st. So yeah, I'm not going to have that many new games next month to start the year, but there'll be some existing stuff to play, and I did grab a couple new things, so if those things stick, it may not be one people want to watch, but I don't really care at this point. I don't have any major releases right now. So yeah, I'm gonna grab a snack, and I'll see if I feel like coming back. I might do some Virgil or Nero tonight. Virgil or Neo, not Nero. The Nero mods for DMC5 are not working anymore, so I have no desire to play as him or Dante at the moment. Yeah, I'll see if I feel like coming back. Merry Christmas to you all. Yeah, that's right, Scott Pilgrim is coming back too. I forgot about that. I'm not particularly excited for that game, though. That's one of those games that looks great, it has great music, but the gameplay is nothing special. Definitely one of the weaker beat-em-ups I've played past 10 years. Overall, presentation-wise, yes. It has a great soundtrack and Paul Robertson pixel art, but gameplay-wise, nothing really that great about that game. I might buy that again, but I kind of played that game to death when it came out. There's like way better beat-em-ups than that out right now. It's good that it's being preserved, though. It definitely deserves to be played by people again, but I'm not super hyped to play that game again. Yeah, I'm gonna take a break. I might do some Neo grinding if I feel up to it. Otherwise, probably other stuff I've been playing. See you guys in a bit. If not tonight, then tomorrow for sure after